Welcome back. Happy Tuesday. As parents, we want to send financially responsible young adults out into the world. There's a bonus to doing so. The more kids understand about money, the less they bug us about wanting this or that or this or that for the rest of their lives. Trae Bodge, smart shopping expert, is here to share the very important skills and tactics and knowledge that we need. And we need this, Trae. Good morning.
We do, right? Good morning. Thanks so much for having me.
All right, first of all, what if you're not great with money? Where do we start? Do I start with me? I start with me if I want to teach my kids, yes?
Exactly. You start with yourself. This is a very important thing to talk about because we're responsible for sending our kids out into the world armed and ready. And if we don't understand money or we're not good with money, I actually talk about money for a living and I use a financial advisor. So I recommend using a financial advisor. A great way to find one is a service called Wealth Ramp. They have vetted fiduciary fee-only experts who they will offer up to you. You interview them, and then you ultimately decide who your expert is, who can create a great plan and some good structure, and then you can pass that knowledge on to your kids. And so they will go out into the world ready to go.
I love that. And so you don't ever think I'm too good for a financial advisor, or even I have a friend, for example, who's really good at this. This is his thing. And I get, just as a friend, he'll talk to me about stuff that I'm like, I wish that I had this education sooner. Tell me, we've done these stories about how in Texas, for example, they're mandating that the kids will take these financial education classes. How young is too young, and is that even a thing to be too young to start learning about how money works?
Yeah, really never too young. I love hearing that you've got financial education in your state. Some states have it and some states don't. So I love hearing that. I started with my daughter very young. She's almost 20 now, but when she was 2, 3, we cleaned some coins and we showed her how to sort and identify them and then ultimately count them. And then you can bring in more complex ideas as they get older. So it's really never too early. And the more familiar they are with money, like you said, the less they're going to bug us later.
I like that. Why is kids spending their own money so effective? And I'll tell you, in our home, because they don't look at a catalog or anything, but they've got Amazon and they can find the Lego set. So we tell them, you do the job, I'll help you come up with a job, and then you choose. And then they're, well, I can't get that one. That was too expensive. It's not on sale. So we notice them not just buying it because they're spending their own stuff. Is that part of the idea?
That is absolutely the idea. So you can start this very early again, even if you're taking them to the grocery store and you can give them 50 cents to spend in those little machines when you're walking in the door, then they have to choose. They have to decide, is it this machine or that machine? Just that little lesson helps them choose more wisely. And like you said, with Legos or toys or anything else that your kids want to have, maybe it's like you have a birthday coming up, choose one gift, or let's do some chores to earn some money to get there. And then when they get older, you can bring in more things. For example, as teenagers, teens and tweens, they're having lunches with their friends. Have them earn that money to spend when they're out and about, or when they want that phone. Have them pay for phone service. There's budget-friendly phone service from a company like Mint Mobile, for example. Their plans start as low as $15 per month. And so you can have your child pay for that, and then they'll take very good care of that phone, I promise you.
Oh, you bet. So outside of household chores and maybe mowing a neighbor's lawn, what other ways are good ideas for the kids to make money for themselves?
Yeah, so I actually love going out into the community and offering things like mowing a lawn, weeding, babysitting, pet sitting. These are great lessons for your kids, and they can do that very early. And then, of course, as they get older, there are jobs available in town that they can look for. Once they hit 18, they can start doing delivery services or services like care, where you can care for pets or young children. So there are lots of ways that your kids can earn money. I'm an entrepreneur, so my daughter works for me, and she does some designing for me and social media for me. So that's another way that you can empower your kids as well, to give them extra jobs that show them how you work too. And that's another really good lesson to teach them.
We love all of it. Trae Bodge, thank you for your time this morning.
Thanks so much.